morning, guys. It is 8 a.m. and I just finished a boxing class. I do these classes every Monday and Friday at 7 a.m. and it's bright and early, but it's an amazing way to start the day. And yeah, I'm getting a lot stronger, so that is a good thing. Anyway, I am tired. I am very, very sweaty, and I really just need to get home and get myself a shower. Then I'll make myself a great breakfast, and I'll catch you there to get started with the day. It just crossed my mind that I have not shared with you what I will be studying for university. I just briefly mentioned it in one of my first videos here that I got into uni, which is really, really exciting. I will be studying business, economics, and communication, organization communication. I think that's it. I'll put the exact name of the bachelor degree on the screen because I can't really translate it to English right now. And I'm excited about it, as mentioned, but I'm also quite nervous. However, I think it's going to be for the better, and I'm sure that once I've been into the studies for a couple of months or so, I'll feel much better, but for now I'm quite nervous. I think that's just a natural part of growing up and finding my way and really just, I'm sure not gonna drop all of these. Realizing what's good for me. Yeah, just learning as I go, I guess, because that's the only way you can find out if you enjoy something. That is just by trying it out. And of course, studies and all of that is not something you just do for fun. And I chose to do these studies because I think it's gonna be the right thing for me. But maybe I can be wrong. And if I'm wrong, then I'm just gonna learn from it and change my mind and do different studies next year. I mean, it's not that deep. So, my cheese looks absolutely violated. It happens when I carve it out all the time, but we're good. Now I'm just gonna make breakfast because I'm hungry. Eggs every day. For breakfast, I'm having 2 scrambled eggs. They messed up a little bit, so it's kind of crumbly, but I tried to be fancy with my Japanese cooking chopsticks. And then a bun with strawberry jam. Well, not strawberry, actually, it's raspberry. And cheese. Elite combo, guys, if you haven't tried it. Give it a go. Even though gooseberry jam is actually my favorite, this raspberry hits the spot. So I'm gonna have this whilst I watch some Netflix and just enjoy my morning.
Hvordan føles det at være druknet, mand?
Nej. Fuck, nej.
Så godt.
Endnu en fyr, der eller et eller andet. Det er vildt skræmmende og vildt uhyggeligt, at det er noget.
Ja. Så er vi i samme båd, mand. Så er det også to. Jeg er i samme situation som Anders.
Okay. Jeg tror, den her vinkel er good. I just got changed into a more appropriate outfit for the day. I'm wearing my new top, and before you guys ask, it's from Muji, just like a lot of my clothing and interior stuff. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's really cute and not really something I ordinarily would wear, but I am happy with it. I thought I wanted to share with you some of the stuff that's new in the apartment and what I've got, what I've changed, and yeah, just bits and pieces here and there because I'm excited to see it come together a bit more and turn into home for me, like my personal kind of space. Yesterday, my family did help me put up these shelves and I am so happy with them. I bought them from an Italian brand, so it took about 10 days or something for them to be delivered and it was an absolute pain, but I'm so happy with them. I put up my ceramics that I bought from Japan and yeah, just the wine glasses on top. And it's basically how it looks for now. I'm still trying to figure out what would be the best way to style it, and I'm just gonna switch it around as I move on, I guess. But for now, this is how I put it. And then I also bought some of these, this is just my dishes, mason jars here, or whatever. Not mason jars, but storage jars. And they were really, really cheap. I think like €5 or something each. And I currently just have my goji berries, some chocolate granola, chia seeds, and sesame seeds to put in here because I like to have it visually out. And then I also did buy a shoe rack to put all my shoes on, and it's definitely not fitting all of them. For now, I don't really have any system just like the racks. I just have some of my running shoes here and there, daily sneakers and flip-flops. Moving on to the living area. I finally got my dining table, which I am so happy about. I went with this walnut table, and because I just wanted some sort of contrast, and it's actually thanks to my boyfriend who recommended for me to get this color because it needed a bit of change in this white room. So I'm really happy with it, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm still waiting for a couple of dining chairs to put on either side, and I still have like a third one to put here. But this table is actually big enough to fit, I think, 4 people. I just need some photos on the walls, and then I have a shelf I'm gonna put up here, which is currently on delivery. Finally, my very, very highly requested area to talk about, and what I've received the most questions about, my couch table, which I shared with you in my last video. I got this cute ceramic cup thing, vase to put some flowers in it. These are actually fake ones, but for now they will do. I think it's just great to add a bit of contrast to everything, just like with the big table. So I got the table a while ago, and I have started to use it as in put up my cups and my lamp and all of that stuff. But actually what I need to do before I can use it properly is coat it in some oil. If I put on cups that have a little bit of water on them, it's gonna stain, and that's the last thing I want. And this is some very greasy stuff. It's wooden oil, I guess. My parents gave it to me and they said it's good to use for surfaces like this one because it's pure wood. So I'm gonna put a bit of this oil on a cloth like this one, tap it, and then coat the table to ensure that it won't get stains. And then I'm just gonna leave it here to dry off a bit with my open windows, and then circulate the air a bit in here. And then I think I'm gonna go out and pick up a package afterwards, which I ordered a while ago, and then unbox it for you afterwards. But first, let's start off with making sure that my table will get the least amount of stains as possible. I literally just left my home, and as I went on the street, I got greeted by 2 ladies who asked me if I know any great bakeries around, and I just redirected them to a really nice spot. And it's just a nice, heartwarming experience, and they were so happy with my recommendation, and they really just appreciated it. It's just a great start to a Monday morning, and I think it's impossible. I think it's so important to hand out the same energy that you're given from people. Yeah, I'm just really happy with it. I just wanted to share that with you because it really just enlightens my day already. Okay, jeg kan godt være. Altså, handy er det ikke, men man klarer den snilt. As I guessed correctly, it's a pretty big box, but I'm confident that I can carry it home, and I'm really excited to unbox it. As you know, I don't have an oven, which is actually quite normal for this type of apartment because it is a youth apartment, I guess that's the way to put it. It's an apartment that is only allowed for you to stay in if you're between the age of 18 and 35, but it's not a student apartment, so I'm not relying on my studies in order to stay here, which is important for me. Let's get this out of the way. I found a great deal online for the air fryers because they tend to be a little bit expensive in my opinion, but I need one because how else am I supposed to do any type of baking or cooking like that, or if I can put it up. Okay, did I manage to open it the other way around? I think I did. This is the air fryer itself. I chose a white one because I want to keep my kitchen space as nice and as bright as possible because it's in a corner. Here we go. Air fryer success, I hope. The air fryer is a 4-liter air fryer, which is perfect size for me and to cook for a couple more people. Oh, this is so satisfying to pull off this very sticky paper. Oh my god. Yeah, super simple, basic, clean design for a very, very cheap price and a good discount. I did get 3 extra inserters, like extra things you can put into the air fryer. I bought a cake pan, muffin mold or whatever. Air fryer rack this one is, so I can toast bread and stuff. This is what the rack looks like. This little mold. Here we go with the cake tin. It is around noon right now and I'm just gonna make myself some lunch. I'm gonna chill for a bit and then head out of the door to meet up with Astrid. We are going for drinks together at Jojo, which is great and I'm excited to spend more time with her.
Hey vlog, we're here for the drinks. We run but we also drink.
That's right.
The Grand Angular here.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Here.
Ready to try it now?
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay, cheers to the special one for you.
Of course.
This is so good, always.
I like
really
it.
nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the yuzu sour, and even though it's a yuzu drink, it looks like it was a cherry one. That's why I asked the guy, is it yuzu sour? Because he seemed a bit new. Anyway, we are at Jojo having our drinks, and the fun thing is that we are both running Copenhagen half marathon, but none of us are cutting out alcohol like we did for the full marathon training because this is obviously not the same thing, I guess. So we're just enjoying ourselves. Just like you said, we are runners, but we still drink.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I've seen the one where you run either a mile or a kilometer every hour.
And
can
one,
do both.
But that's my toxic mindset because I was like, maybe I can do it or whatever.
Yeah.
But so Astrid and I were talking, and as this video is all about my new life here, I guess, and what it's like for me to move into my own apartment, what you did is that you moved abroad to Copenhagen, and I know that many of you guys want to do the same. So I wanted to ask you what you think about living here and also why you chose to, because there are endless of cities to live in and Copenhagen is getting quite popular, so I thought it would be interesting to share your perspective with my guys here.
Of course. So I basically met a girl and she was living here and she mentioned how fun it was in terms of the work-life balance and them also valuing her private life. When 5 came,
You're done, yeah.
everyone was done, computers are shut down and everyone is out, whereas in Spain my friends work until 6. Besides that, I also think that winters are very, very tough. This is life, this is Denmark. Darkness is a thing. You never know the weather as well because it changes all the time, but somehow like that little ray of sunshine can really brighten your days. And it's usually like 8-9 months of darkness, but then summer comes around and it just makes everything
it's worth
so
it
much
now.
better.
Yeah.
It makes it worth it. And yeah, besides that, I think it's also very well connected. You can travel literally anywhere, and it is also a very safe city.
What we love the most is obviously the run clubs. Like really the running community here is the best.
Yeah, and also the lifestyle compared to Spain. Everyone just goes out and drink. I mean, we're drinking, but everyone is
What a
always
great reference.
yeah. But like everyone is always thinking, okay, when is the next party? Like next weekend, what are we gonna do? Instead of here, everyone is used to waking up early, and instead of where are we going out, is which run club
When are we
going
running?
to? Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember her name now. She runs. I'm sure you know about her. But people were asking like, what do you do in your life?
In my opinion, one of the most fun and enjoyable parts of adulthood is actually grocery shopping. And I'm not talking about just getting food and stuff, but also practical stuff like dishwashing stuff and clothes and all of that, which may seem boring, but to me it's actually quite exciting. I'm now getting myself some dinner, like I'm buying groceries for dinner. And I'm thinking tonight I want to make a pasta dish with chicken, mushrooms, parsley, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to get it. If if you're someone like me who just moved out or just on a budget and trying to save a bit of money, I'd recommend for you to check out all the options when you are grocery shopping. And I mean, if you want to buy, let's say, chicken, take a look at the chicken that is about to expire soon and you know that you want to cook it tonight. Get the ones that are close to expiry date because most likely it's going to be cheaper and it's a better way to avoid food waste, of course. And I myself have a lot of looks around as to what is cheaper. It's just a good way to save yourself a bit of money if you are in a tight budget like I am. It's literally just a tip and an advice I want to share with you because in the long run it's gonna matter if you pay €1 or €7 for granola, let's say that, because that's really expensive. I just wanted to let you know, and I'm sure that you guys may already have thought of it, but it's just something that I consider a lot myself now that I have moved out. I just changed into some way more comfortable clothing, and for me, I always do that whenever I head home after a long day and it was so much needed. I had a really great time with Astrid and we ended up walking around a lot, so I'm really tired. And on my way I did buy some sour cream and onion chips that I am going to enjoy whilst I watch some Netflix most likely or YouTube videos. However, before I do that, I want to tell you guys a bit more about this apartment because I've left you a bit in the dark because I didn't know what to say or when to say it or how to say it, but I'm just gonna go with it. You guys asked me how I found this place, how much I'm paying for it, and how big it is, and just a million questions. So I think I'm gonna answer the most logic ones to answer, or the ones that are the most relevant to you, I guess. First of all, finding an apartment in Copenhagen is really tough if you are picky about location, which I am. It took me so long to find this place, and when I finally discovered it, I was in Japan at the time and I was not here to see it physically in person, so my dad came out here for me. He checked it out, so it was a nice place, and then I signed it whilst I was in Japan. The apartment that I stay at is a youth apartment, I'd say. So it's an apartment which is reserved for people below the age of 35, meaning that until I turn 35, I am allowed to live here and then no longer. However, I do know that I'm gonna stay here for a couple of years and then move out. It's my first home, it's my base, and it's not my permanent place to stay because it's going to be too small for my future. But I basically went on Google and found it like that. And in terms of size, I know that this place is 31 square meter. I think that's the way to present it, including the upper bunk. So the actual living space area is 27 and the upper bunk is 4. To some people it may be too small, to other people it's going to be very big. And for me it's just perfect. It's going to be too small for 2 people in my opinion, but I'm staying here by myself. And the reason why I chose to live by myself is because I've always wanted to, and for me it's a step of maturity, I guess, and growing up and learning my way to live by myself and being an adult and handling unexpected and unpredictable situations that you need to deal with by yourself. It's just a way for me to grow my own relationship with myself, I guess, and improve on myself, and yeah, learning how to navigate in adulthood. And I just love being around people that I love, obviously, and friends and family and loved ones, but I love to have my own space and do whatever I want. For me, having this apartment is absolutely ideal. I am not really sure if I am supposed to mention for my own good what I pay for this place, but it is really expensive. I wouldn't be able to live here if it wouldn't have been because of my studies, because here in Denmark we do get financial aid when we're studying, and if I didn't, I would have to work full time and I would be able to afford it, but I need a job besides from studying in order to afford to live here anyway. So that is why I do still continue to work. I do work in the restaurant industry as well, and it's a side job that I have in order for me to pay my rent and pay my expenses, pay my food, and yeah, be able to live. Prices in Copenhagen are crazy and they are continuously increasing. I believe there's going to be a point in which they're going to drop, hopefully, but for now it's absolutely insane. The rent is one thing, but then you also have to pay for water, your electricity, and your all the stuff that you use, basically. Your heating as well, that's not even included, Wi-Fi, and the prices keeps on getting higher and higher, and it's ridiculous. But I'm happy with it and I'm happy with my decision. My bank account is not, and I won't be able to travel that much much, unfortunately, but it's a sacrifice in order for me to live here. It's just priorities, I guess. But now it's time for me to chill, eat my sour cream and onion flavored chips. I believe I can't be the only one loving those. And then actually watch some Iron Man stuff, I think. The Iron Man went off in Copenhagen yesterday, and I think it's so crazy that some people do that. Mad respect. I'll never. But I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos of some people doing the Iron Man because, yeah, it's inspirational and I get emotional on their behalf. So, oh, sick ones. These were cheap, by the way. They have the coating all over them. But I'm gonna do that and then prepare dinner in not too long because I'm quite hungry. Alright, wow. I did receive a bunch of questions, actually, quite a lot. Someone is texting me. I did receive a few questions about the university, and that is what I wanted to share with you guys, that I'm actually quite, not nervous is the wrong expression, but I am a little bit intimidated and I'm a bit, not scared, but as I talked to you guys earlier about, I am nervous to think about if I chose the right path or thing for me to do in terms of the studies that I chose, because obviously you will realize once you start the studies if it's the right thing for you. I really hope it is, but only time will tell. It's no big secret that one of my, not worries, but things that I've thought about is that if someone is going to recognize me, because I have chosen to be a public person with what I do and my YouTube channel and my social media in general. I'm not scared about getting judged because I'm proud of what I do, and I am so happy to have this community, and it's so important to me. It's basically, yeah, my entire life. But still, some people will be judgy. I know that because that's just humanity, I guess. Some people will be. For me, it's just all about not caring too much. Remember that there's a reason why I do this, and it's because I enjoy it, and I know that people will support me for the right reason, and if they don't, then I should just stay away from them. Maybe a bit too much, but